Hello everyone, this is Jenny B coming to you from sunny California. I'm in LA for the next few weeks and I'm finally all settled in, sun-soaked and ready to get back to work. So we're going to go back to these impact assessments, which were a big hit when I was doing them before. And I have a list of willing volunteers set up. If you're interested in getting an impact assessment on your site or page, just sign up in the big yellow box in the upper right hand corner of the site and then shoot me an email and let me know with a link to the page that you want to discuss. Today's impact assessment is from Shannon Wilkinson of perceptionstudios.net. And this is a sales page for Shannon's coaching product. Now, Shannon's done a lot of things right here, but that's not what we're here to talk about. So we're going to get right into things that I might suggest tweaking or changing a bit. The first comment that I have is that on a sales page, it's best not to have a sidebar at all, honestly. There's a lot of things here that I can click away from the page while I'm looking and probably never to return. So if possible, I would suggest removing the sidebar from this page completely. You might want to keep the picture, the beautiful Shannon right here. This picture is perfect to use on a sales page such as this because Shannon's face and body are pointing in the direction of me, the reader, and I feel that she is present and aware, and subconsciously that can have an impact. So if you have a photo on your sales page where your face or body is turned away from the reader or the copy, not such a good thing. A lot of the comments or suggestions that I make are not based on glaring errors, but on the subtleties of our subconscious mind when we go to a sales page. And I'm going to start with the title, You Creating You. Right away, I'm confused, and that's never a good thing, especially in a sales page. It's non-specific, it doesn't tell me much about what's to come, and that's actually a problem that goes throughout the page, is this non-specificity. Is it time to turn your dream into a reality? There's this thing you want to do, she says. You fantasize about it, but talk yourself out of it. You might not know how to make it happen. You're tired of waiting for someday. And it goes on. What kinds of dreams am I talking about? Writing a novel, climbing a mountain, starting your own business, whatever fires you up. This non-specificity tells me that there might be some work that needs to be done, Shannon, on figuring out who your perfect people are specifically and what precisely they need from you. Everybody has dreams, but your coaching is not going to address all of them. I have a dream of someday waking up next to a naked Johnny Depp. I don't think if I buy your coaching it's going to help me with that, okay? And that is a flag to my subconscious to be a little bit untrusting of whatever's going to come next. So you need to get some more clarity around what it is exactly your people need your help with. And you need to address that right up front in the copy, okay? There's a lot of people telling us they can make our dreams come true. And a lot of people have been burned believing that assertion. So it's best to get very specific, okay? It then goes into the second section, reads a little bit more like an about page, why I can help you. Shannon explains that she's been her own boss for a long time. She wrote a novel. She climbs mountains, and she's run a marathon. And that's great. But again, you're taking the attention away from me, your prospective client, and you're talking about you. So what I would strongly encourage you to do for this entire section is to get really clear on what it was you learned, Shannon, while you were realizing your dreams, and put that into words that speak to me, the reader, instead of a list of qualifications or a list of your accomplishments. Go deeper. And what did you learn through that process? And therefore, what can your coaching offer me? The fact that you did these things doesn't necessarily mean that you can help me with my dreams. And there is a clear connection here when I got to this point and I realized, okay, she wrote a novel, she's climbed a mountain, she started her own business. Is this whole top section actually talking about Shannon and not Shannon's perfect people? And that can be a kiss of death on a sales page, okay? There were a couple other quick comments. That was a fast 5 minutes. Let's see. There's also a bit of non-committal language going on in the copy. At one point, let me see if I can find it really fast without saying 1,000 more times. Give me a second. I'm getting there. Okay, so maybe not. There is one point where you talk about spending some time working on A, B, and C. Well, what about the rest of the time? You know, that's kind of non-committal. There's another part where throughout the program, and particularly in the last few sessions, I'll focus on A, B, and C. Okay, what happens in the rest of the sessions? You know, do we not get to the nitty-gritty until the end? And that's kind of, again, these are all just subtle flags that people's subconscious are going to put up. And Shannon is a very capable and trustworthy person. But our minds, the part of our minds responsible for making that purchase, are going to have a lot of flags at this point. There's one statement in here that is almost untrue, and it's, I'll coach you as long as you need. Now, when we scroll down, we're buying specific time increments of coaching, okay? So the fact that you're saying I'll coach you as long as you need is not necessarily the case, and I would just remove that statement completely. If someone buys 6 months worth of coaching and that 6 months is done, of course you can offer them another 6 months, and we all get that. But the fact is that you're only selling specific increments of time. You're not selling indefinite coaching, okay? Not at least on this page in this format. You know, you want to stay in integrity with every word that you write as much as possible. And I know that these things aren't intentional, and I know what you mean on a conscious, logical level, but we really need to look at what the subconscious mind is going to be interpreting these statements as, and they're going to be flags, okay? Real quickly, and this is to all you coaches out here, I really like the way Shannon has broken down her payment options. She's got a 6-month program for 6 payments of $480, and she calls the super focused version. There's the steady, and this is 3 sessions per month. The steady version for 9 months is 2 sessions per month at $320 a month. The spacious version is 1 to 2 sessions a month for 12 monthly payments of $240. Now, what I like about this is that there's no judgment. Okay, it's not a tier of commitment, right? If you're super committed, then you get the 12 month. If you're only a little bit committed, you get the 6 month. It's not that at all, and I love that about this pricing structure. What she's done is she's tailored options towards different lifestyles, not different commitment levels, if that makes sense. So there's no pressure around it, and it's very easy to see where I would fit if I were to make a purchase on this page. Good job with that, Shannon. Those are my suggestions. Wow, we're almost at 10 minutes, so I'm going to shut up now, and I'm going to thank you for volunteering your page. I wish you tons of luck, and if you have any questions, anybody on this impact assessment, please go ahead and email me. Again, if you're not on the list but would like an impact assessment of your own, get on the list, that yellow box up at the top, and shoot me a quick email. All right, guys, I'll talk to you next week. Bye.